the Thursday update is here. So the 01 with the struts, those are done. We're at a much more appropriate ride height now. He's going to be able to get it in his garage, which is great news. We did all 6 brake lines, 4 yesterday, 2 today, including the shorty lines down there. Bled the brakes, activated the pump and IMPA. Brakes are nice and tight. He requested that we remove these laser jammers that somebody has put on in the past. So they're unscrewed. They were just screwed right into the bumper. And as you can see, they just cut big holes in the bumper for that, which looks like shit. Not in the bumper, but in the mesh grill. And for that jammer, and for that jammer. So that sucks. We're gonna have to pull the bumper tomorrow and replace that mesh grill. Thankfully, I had 2 in stock. I've got the sink drains and the regular. He wants to go with the regular. So we're gonna get that in there. New tie rods are in and torqued. Front links are in and torqued. And it had a jammer here in between the bottom license plate screws. And it's got a camera, and it's got a Sirius antenna, and this wiring has not been done very well. As we can see here, and here, and that. Nice clean wires, right? So the back jammer, if you take this license plate off, there's just 2 holes drilled right into the trunk lid, and then he put some sort of rust preventer on there, so at least he did that right. But the rest of this is shoddy at best, so... Progress. Le Mans is dialed in and beautiful, and I don't think I showed you yesterday. It's back. Could definitely stand for a paint correction, though it looks worlds better than it did before. Somebody has tried to, just push and rub. It'll come right out, so you can see that in the paint. Kind of all over the place, plus hard water spots and a lot of chips. Really, the hood should be resprayed, and the bumper, and probably the fenders. And the rest would be corrected, I think, pretty well. Some more hard water spots back here in the trunk. A little bit of, oh God, yeah, you can see him on camera really well. King Kong awaiting transmission rebuild. My car's fully disassembled. He's pressed the bearings into the hub flanges and done a bunch of small assembly work today. Tomorrow, I think he's going to be able to actually get to the car and then start to put everything back on. The 01 Silverstone here is still waiting. Diagnosis on the washer pump. It's 8 volts when not running, 12 volts when running, but none of the pumps run. So there's some sort of an electrical issue over here. None of the pumps we put in, even working in other cars, do not work on this car. So we've got to figure that out. But that's about it. It was a full day. We did an inspection on a 2000 anthracite. I don't remember if I filmed this at all today. I don't think I did. I'll put pictures in if not. 2000 anthracite M5 with a caramel interior, but it's the M3 CR, where the seats are caramel, but the upper part of the door panel, kind of just the insert here, is caramel, and I think the handle was caramel, but black here, black down here, caramel carpets and caramel seat trims, but black floor mats. The whole dash is black, the whole console's black. I used to hate that interior. It's extended leather, so it was like not really caramel, and you don't get the benefits of having the luxury seats. I actually really like that now. I prefer the vinyl trim, vinyl dash, vinyl door uppers and bottoms. It's just so much more practical, and it's pretty much bulletproof compared to the leather. The leather's way nicer, it's more special, yes, but here in California, pretty much all of them have split seams up here by the vents, and you just don't have to deal with that. Now, it didn't have very many options. It had split folding rear seats, no Alcantara, no PDC, M-Audio wasn't yet an option. Still has the original 4x3 nav display in that car. Only 82,000 miles, so we did an inspection for the guy today. We'll see what he wants to proceed with. I imagine he'll get back to me electronically and let me know what to order. Then tonight, another client stopped by. We talked for about an hour. Really nice guy, Jim. He has 4 E39 M5s, all 2003s. He has an 850, an R129 SL600, an X5 V8 E70 2013. Oh, geez, he just has so many awesome cars, and he's on his way out. Lives in San Francisco, but he's down here on business, so some exciting stuff in the pipeline there. Anyways, I'm going to head home, watch the tail end of Lakers Clippers, get something to eat, finally put my back to rest, and I am taking the 2004 545i, now 6-speed car home for the very first time. I hope I make it. I will report back. We've driven the car a little bit locally, so we're going to have to see what it actually does out on the road. We still have the active steering issue. He said just replace the SCL, so we're going to get that on order and do that. Well, we're almost home, and there's only one problem. The steering has gone away. That's not the problem. That's the good thing. The active, or the, what is it, active steering? The code was there when I started it. I drove about a mile and it has gone away. We'll see if that's, if it's just intermittent, or has the battery voltage been, is it really sensitive to battery voltage and the alternator running has put some power in it? This is the most this car's driven in 4 years. Active cruise control doesn't work. ACC, I decided to try my luck with setting that on the way back, and the first time I pressed the stock forward, it gave me the warning, and that's what the little exclamation mark is there on the dash. So that is not working for whatever reason. We'll have to scan tomorrow and see what codes we're presented with. This thing's a low rever. What's with these V8s that don't like to, or that like to rev a lot? So 80 miles an hour is like 3,300 RPM. And oh, the steering's nice and light now. Feels really good. The active seats work. He asked me to check that, and I did. Having a key, like the diamond key in an E60 is really weird. I'm used to the M5's newer style key. Honestly, that was a nice drive. High revs, yes, the throttle's super sensitive, but we made it back.